Hi guys, and welcome back to another Technique Tuesday, and today we're going to be going over something we covered in class last week, which is how to fight southpaws. So, if your first question is, what is a southpaw? Let me explain. Most people are right-handed, and so as such, they will fight left leg forwards so that they can keep their power hand at the back and load up for that knockout shot there, okay? That's most people. Some people, though, are left-handed, so they do everything opposite to everybody else. They go right leg forwards so that they can land their knockout shot with that left hand. Okay, that's a minority of people generally. Most people will fight left leg forwards, unless, like me, you're right-handed, but you're also right-legged, and you just like using your lead leg a lot. Some people do that, okay? But most people will fight left leg forwards. So that changes things a little bit. If you're used to fighting somebody who is left leg forwards, then at some point you come across somebody who fights right leg forwards, all of a sudden the angles change and things are a little bit weird, okay? So if you find fighting southpaws a bit weird, don't worry, everybody does, unless you are a southpaw, okay? So things you want to be looking for when you are left leg forwards and they are right leg forwards. By the way, that's called orthodox when you are left leg forwards. Orthodox, left leg forwards, southpaw, right leg forwards. So things you are looking for, okay, is to kind of try and dominate this side of their body. So you're looking to keep your foot on the outside of their foot. If you imagine Bob has legs, he doesn't, but if we can imagine he's got a lead leg, his right leg's going to be at the front. So I want to keep my left leg outside his right leg so I can get over his lead hand. Again, he doesn't have any arms. That's unfair on him. But if he did, he'd be jabbing with his right hand. I'd be jabbing with my left leg, my left hand, and I'm trying to jab over the top. So keep your foot outside, and then you can jab over the top like that. Other things I want to be doing is I want to always be working towards his back if I can. So moving around as we're fighting like that, trying to get to his back, get to his blind side. That's going to serve two purposes. A, it's going to set up techniques for myself, like a rear leg roundhouse, but it also takes away some of his power techniques. If his cross is coming straight at me like this, and stepping around there is getting away from that cross. Also any rear leg kicks that's coming around, I can step away from that and take away the power, okay? Always move away from the power techniques. So I'm looking to get around the back. I can do this with my movement. I can also do this with check hooks. So check hook is where you throw a hook, but you also move at the same time. So I'm moving around to my left, and then that sets up more techniques like the rear leg roundhouse or the cross. Okay, keeps me on his blind side. All right, other things we can do, if he's jabbing with his left hand, I can slip to the outside. I can land a cross straight to the body. So he jabs, I slip, and I land that cross to the body. I can step in a little bit more. I can slip, do a hook into his ribs, just kind of under. If you imagine Bob's got ribs, I'm sure it's just plastic under there. But if you imagine just where his kind of floating rib is there, I'm slipping past the jab, and then sort of halfway between a hook and an uppercut, up into his ribs like that. Or you could slip even further, take a big lunge, and land a right hook as you take that big step. Okay? So those are a few tips for fighting southpaws. They are awkward and they are a little bit weird to fight against. And if you are a southpaw yourself and you're feeling a little bit weird because you're in the minority, good news is all these techniques that we've just described, they work just as well for a southpaw fighting an orthodox fighter. So if you are right leg forwards and your opponent is left leg forwards, then you're looking for all the same things, looking to try and get your foot outside, dominate that jab, check and hook around, lining up your rear leg roundhouses, getting away from their power shots, slipping in with those punches to the body, like so. And that way, southpaws come a little bit easier to deal with. Okay? So next time you're sparring, if you come across one of these people who are in opposite stance to you, try some of these techniques, see if they work for you, get back to me and let me know. Tune in next Tuesday for another Technique Tuesday. And if you fancy having a go, one of our classes, we've got kids and adults classes. The link to our website is below. Through there you can get a booking form and sign yourself up for a class. Free hands by your side.